Hello, Ben.
Hello.
I'm just going to cross out the topic list. How you doing? How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Are you feeling any better than you were when we did our last video?
Yeah.
It's only been like 2-3 minutes, so I would be surprised if you're feeling much better. Guess what I've got?
Drink?
Well, I have. What do you think this sound? Oh, it's gone. Oh God. What do you think this is?
Don't know.
I've got an ice cream.
What type?
It's a strawberry and vanilla.
Lovely.
Yeah, I picked it up yesterday from the shop because it was so darn hot. Thought I'd treat
What
myself, and it's because it's so warm tonight.
is it for you?
Oh, trying to kill us. On a hard shoulder. So anyway, we are continuing from where we were last week. We pulled over in the lay-by because it was, it was a long old drive we were on, wasn't it?
Certainly was.
So we pulled over, and now we're finishing that job off for 59 odd k. Was it 59? Yeah, 59k minus whatever deck repairs need doing. So probably about 56k. It's not too shabby. It's a nice bit of
No.
money for us. Because
Tide us over, won't it?
it will. Well, it would pay for a lot of our bills, and we don't even have to pay for fuel. So, shall we have a topic?
Go on then.
Um, how's your house situation coming on?
Well, I've got to get insurance. Sort that out, and it's taking a sweet fucking time. I just hope I'm not in a position where I'm moving in September, because that's a busy time for us at work, and I won't be able to get annual leave
Hmm. When are you hoping to be moving by?
tomorrow.
Realistically, when are you hoping to be moving by?
Realistically, October.
Yeah, nice and shitter.
Tis a bit. Uh, but it is what it is. So I've got a house to move into eventually.
Right, it's something, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
a lot of folk out there ain't able to buy a house.
Yeah, sorry.
He crashed into me. I stayed in lane, and that car crashed into me.
Yeah, sure.
I stayed in lane, Ben. You can watch it back on the tape. So anyway, so I'm just enjoying my ice cream because it's really quite nice.
What type is it again?
Strawberry and vanilla.
Just a cornetto.
Yeah, Cornetto style.
You got cornetto.
It's knockoff because it's from Lidl. But
Cornetto.
notice I expressed an interest in your house situation.
You did. Thank you.
I made a point of writing it down that I wanted to ask you because it's been a while since we spoke about it.
Yeah.
I don't want you
Yeah,
thinking
I'm
I
just
don't care because I do.
tired. Waiting. I must be patient and just do what I need to do on my end, which hopefully I'll get sorted this weekend. Maybe even tomorrow if I'm not called in. Um,
Fingers crossed for you.
hopefully, yeah. Where's that paperwork?
I don't know. I've not seen it.
There's a form I need Mum to sign.
And if you want me to sign that fucking paperwork, you need to give me an extra 5%.
No, I've
Well
already
then,
got a witness.
I'm not doing it then.
Okay. Okay.
Look, I drive a hard bargain.
Eh.
All I want is my fair due.
Well,
Well,
well.
well.
Right. Random conversation starters. Would you rather of this?
Oh, is this? Are we in that point of conversation topic now?
Well, I'm running low.
Okay.
Let's back the deck. Would you rather smell your own poop or smell someone else's fart?
Oh God. Do I
I
get
mean, we
do I get to pick to someone else?
no.
Smell my own poop then.
There,
I think
I agree.
you know.
Be the first to finish your meal, or be the last one to finish your meal. These are kind of shit. Actually, that's not too bad a question. This is not particularly.
Interesting.
No. Do you prefer being first or last to finish your meal?
I don't really have the preference.
Well, I'm never really last. You know what? I don't think I've ever been last to finish a meal.
I'm last when we go out for a meal, but that's because I'm normally the only one who ends up actually eating his whole meal. Right?
Yeah.
But at home I'm first because Henry takes a fucking age to eat.
Here's an interesting one. Would you rather pee every time you stand up, or poop every time you sit down?
Ah, well, fun fact. I quite enjoy sitting down to pee. And
Yes, I do.
as such I end up pooing a lot. Because I'm sort of
Okay.
conditioned that if I sit on the toilet I should poo. Right? So I have to remember not to sit down to pee at work. Unless I need a poo.
Well, I would suggest I would pee every time I stand up and just wear diapers.
See, it's awkward, isn't it? Because like, either you're pissing a lot, or you're not sitting down. And also, there's only so much fluid in there. Like you would
I suppose
dehydrate.
it magically generates more.
Well, that's shaky territory, there, Ben.
Well, it would have to. The question specifies pee every time you stand up.
I suppose it could be like, okay, so you know how, typically speaking, women who have given birth sometimes pee themselves a little if they cough.
Yeah, because it rips them to hell.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that happens. It's a sad state of affairs. They can do something about it, but it's a lot of work, and I don't blame them for not necessarily doing as much about it as they could. That's fine. I sympathise. It must be a terrible thing to not be able to cough without risking pissing yourself. But it's not a full piss, is it? It's only ever like a dribble. Is the gist I get. So I suppose maybe if it's like that every time you stand up, you have a little dribble.
See, this is exactly the sort of conversation I hope this would generate. Yes, well. Have all your teeth fall out or have all your hair fall out?
Hair, I think, because typically speaking, hair will come back.
Speak for yourself.
Typically speaking, hair will come back, and mine does. Mine still grows quite nicely. If we do if we do lunch next week, then you'll be able to see my glorious hair.
Yeah. You'll be able to see what's left of mine.
You'd have a lot more if you didn't keep getting it fucking cut.
Well, I've got to keep it. Sure.
Someone said to me yesterday, Jordan, have you ever had long hair? And I was like, well, you didn't see me back in college.
Yes, I went through a long flowing locks phase.
God, I thought we were not going to make it, man.
Oh, well, yeah.
Look how close that was. Oh, not as close as I thought.
I would suggest that you could. It's easy to replace your teeth. You just get implants. Probably very expensive, but yeah.
Well, its hair will grow back naturally for me and most people.
Would you rather go forward in time or back in time?
Is this a one-way trip?
It doesn't specify in the question, so I am going to say you can come back. So it's a one-time trip.
A one-off.
The doctor has appeared and said, "Look, I'll take you on one little adventure. You can go forward or back, wherever you want."
Good question. I think I would probably want to go forward.
Well, given that the question doesn't specify the doctor, who would certainly be against using it for your own benefit, I would probably go forward as well and just cheat, which isn't particularly interesting. You know,
No,
go forward,
but
get lottery tickets or whatever. You know, where you could go back in time and see the signing of the Declaration of Independence or whatever.
oh, we already know it was signed with a white quill.
I still like that time gate thing. I know you're a bit on the fence about it, but I like it. Anyway, yeah, I'd go forward.
I would go forward. I'd biff it. Simple as
Yeah,
that.
you do the same thing as me. Yeah, we're boring, but
Well, I want to make my life better, right? At the end of the day, what's the point? You can enrich yourself culturally, or you can enrich yourself.
here's one that's I suppose any idiot can have, you know, millions of dollars, but on pounds, but you know, who the hell is going to be able to see, like, I don't know, Caesar crossing the Rubicon? You know,
I
it's probably
suppose.
I mean, these things are probably far less interesting in reality. Just a bunch of guys on horses riding across a river.
Yeah, am I? Oh, what's the big deal? Are you sure that's what you want to say?
One I saw, this isn't one that's been generated, but one I saw recently. Would you rather? There's two buttons. If you push one of them, you get 1 million. Push another one, you've got a 50% chance of winning 20 million. Which do you push?
What's the downside?
You don't win anything. 50% chance to
Okay,
win 20 million.
there's no
You
other
don't win anything.
there's no other bad outcome that happens if I push
No,
either of
you
these
don't.
buttons.
You don't lose a hand or something.
Okay,
Just one guaranteed 1 million or 50% chance on 20.
I think I'll take the one.
That seems to be the consensus, and I would agree because I would feel so fucking shit if I got nothing.
I mean, whose word do we have that you actually get for 20? If how do we know a button just doesn't work? Doesn't do anything?
That's don't deconstruct the question.
That's not how you do these things, though, isn't it?
No, it's not. That's the we know for a fact there's a 50% chance of winning
How do we know?
because that's what the question is. That's the statement.
Questions lie.
Okay. Well, how? Okay, go forward in time, go back in time. How do I know that you're not just going to set me on fire? How do I know you're not telling the truth? Question.
Okay, it's different.
Liars.
Do you know why it's
You're all
different?
liars.
It's because there is an outcome where nothing happens, right? So how do we know that that wasn't just the only outcome for that option?
No, because that's the stated question, right? That you are being being given that information.
I don't know where I'm meant to be going. Oh God, we're going the wrong way. Oh no, we're good.
People have also suggested that you could sell the button. You could sell the right to push the button. But,
Well,
to somebody who would want to take a gamble.
It doesn't say that we own the button.
No. No, I would press the million as well.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'd rather have a guaranteed million than have nothing. Right?
Would you rather save the life of someone you're close to or save the lives of 5 random strangers?
There's not many people I'm close to, Ben. So, depends on the person.
You're not told.
What am I saving them from?
You're saving their life. That's all you need to know.
Probably
They will die.
Probably a person I know.
Okay, we got there.
Well, what do you pick?
Well, what do you think?
I think you picked the 5 random people.
No, I'm saving the life of someone I'm close to.
Oh. How many people you got that close to you? I've probably got like a cool dozen.
Well, I'm not quite as whorish as you.
So there's
I'm
a very real
close.
chance you'd be saving my life then.
Yeah, I have a very close inner circle. A very small inner circle. You're very lucky. Would you rather be a cow or a chicken?
Am I free range? Or battery?
Doesn't say. Doesn't say. I'm going to let you decide.
I'm going to go cow then, because there's a chance that I wouldn't be. You don't get battery cows, do you? Really? Cows
No.
grazing fields.
Someone tugging on your titties every now and then, I suppose.
You know, there's also that.
Yes, I'd like to be a dairy cow.
Yeah, dairy as opposed to beef, right?
Obviously.
Which is ridiculous because it's all cow, but yeah.
Would you rather? Oh, this is a shit. What? Oh, okay, I
Here's a question.
misunderstood. Ah,
Here's
yeah.
a question for you. When it comes to pork products, do you think they
Yeah.
make them all from one pig? Not like one pig ever, but like, do you think there will be a pig that they will kill for bacon and for pork and for sausages and for whatever? Or do you think you have different pigs for different meats?
I don't understand. I understood part of the question. I thought. I
Do
mean,
you,
I imagine different. There are different pigs that are bred because the bacon is better from them, or they're raised away specifically for bacon or sausages or whatever.
okay.
But imagine a lot butchers, especially, will probably slaughter a pig and use all its material with less discretion than if they're using, unless they're fancy butchers, using specific pigs for specific things. But I imagine a lot of the time it's just to get a load of pigs, shove them in a grinder, take the resulting goop.
You had
Here's
to
a
bring it
sausage.
back to grinder, didn't you?
No.
But no,
Um.
I just it's something I was thinking.
So next one. Would you never be allowed to leave your home?
Hmm.
Only be allowed in your home for up to an hour at a time.
Hmm. Never leave, or not be in it for longer than an hour at a time. Never leave. It's where all my stuff is. Why would I want to leave?
I know, but
Oh, hang on.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a difficult one. I think maybe
Look at that, we've
I
cut
don't know.
back to you nicely, haven't we?
Would you rather receive one really nice gift or many small gifts?
Oh. Who decides that it's really nice, me or them?
You.
Probably one really nice gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like a really nice gift could be like I don't know, a house or something, couldn't it?
Would you rather be as wide as you are tall or as tall as you are wide?
Oh God. I mean, it's the same difference either way, really, isn't it?
You're a circle.
Like either way, you're the same shape, you're just different height.
Be as wide? No.
Yeah, your shape's the same.
No,
It's
I
just for scale.
guess. Um.
Would I rather be a
I guess
big square or a small square?
I'll be a little person.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Would you rather always have bad breath or get a bad haircut every time you get a haircut?
Ah, well, spoiler alert. I've always got bad haircuts. I'd rather have a bad haircut because you can cover it up. I mean, you can cover up bad breath, but it's less off-putting, isn't it, to people to have bad hair than it is to have bad breath.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you can't really fix the bad breath. Yeah, I'd rather have a bad haircut.
You can conceal a bad haircut.
Yeah, wear a hat or a wig.
Yeah.
Okay. Rather spend the day at the beach or the amusement park?
Beach.
Beach.
Last time I went to a beach, some woman got her baps out.
What
Not
was
even
in 'em?
joking. No, 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 not sandwiches. Tits.
Right.
Randomly
Well,
looked
there
over
you go.
towards the sea, and there was a woman there with her tits out. I was like, "Whoa, hang on a minute."
Where was this? Bournemouth.
No, no, it was not Hunstanton, but one of those ones up right near that way.
Oh, that's common.
Well, it's local, isn't it? What am I going to do? Go to Skegness?
No, not you going there, but so I mean, you wouldn't get your norks out there, would you?
No, you wouldn't. I think, from context, I think they were changing, and they just weren't very subtle about the fact that they were, topless. But I didn't spend an awful lot of time looking.
Liar.
Wow.
Would you rather eat poop that tastes like chocolate or chocolate that tastes like poop?
I've already had Hershey, so I've had the latter.
Well, I think the answer there is obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, you have poop that tastes like chocolate.
Yeah, and you close your eyes and you grin and bear it.
Yeah, because a lot of the bad stuff about. I mean, no, there's a lot of it's mentality, right? But you can get past mentality if it tastes good.
Yeah, you could blend it and turn it into a chocolate bar of some sort, couldn't you?
Yeah, like in that American Pie film.
Would you rather be able to read really fast or run really fast?
Run. More practical.
I don't know. I can get a lot of stuff reading done.
But that's mental.
What?
That's a mental activity. It's not a practical activity.
So?
So here I am saying it's more practical, and it's a joke, Ben, because it's a practical activity to do running. Good night. You get me? Right, move on. Next one.
Would you rather find true love or win 5 million?
I'll take the money. True love is an overrated concept. You don't need true love. You need someone who'll abide your quirks and doesn't have the ones that you can't handle.
Is that not true love?
No. I wouldn't say so. I'd say they're different.
Well, I don't know. I think you get so much more value with, true love. You get a partner who's, loyal and committed and has the same views and ideals as you,
Consider this for a moment, though. If I've got 5 million, right, then I have the means to, and I do that time travel thing. Think how much money I could turn that into. I mean, I could just buy true love.
No, you can't.
No, I can buy an approximation of true love.
Nah, it's not the same, man.
It doesn't need to be the same. It just needs to be believable.
Well, if you're happy living a sham existence.
Life is a sham existence, Ben. When was the last time you felt truly happy in the world? Exactly.
Not that long ago, actually. This week.
Really?
Last week.
Last week? Oh,
yes,
yeah, I suppose
I had a moment with a colleague.
It has been a week since we last did these, so yeah, I suppose that's fair enough.
It wasn't during these.
I don't think anyone feels true happiness whilst they're watching or playing these, Ben.
Yeah, I think I'd rather find true love.
Yeah.
Honestly, as I say, any idiot can have 5 million. How many people are truly happy? I mean, that would. Yeah, I mean, I could have a very happy life with that. So, yes.
Probably could.
Would you rather never be hungry again and never be thirsty again?
Okay, so I'm assuming I would be allowed to still eat or drink if I wanted to.
Well, it's an interesting question, isn't it? Because it's very vague. I had assumed it meant you never needed to eat or drink again. You could easily read that as you've always got food or water around.
It's true.
It's just a guarantee that you'll never be in a position where you're like that. So you can interpret it as you wish. I personally, I viewed it as you never get, you can go forever without ever eating again. I mean, you can if you want.
Plot twist.
Like a little treat.
Plot twist. It's the same thing either way, and they just kill you.
I think I'd rather be able to go without eating. Because food's more expensive, and you can have it as like a treat. You know?
Yeah. I suppose you're right. We don't have an awful lot of fuel left.
I suppose if you're never... Yeah, that actually sounds like a threat. You're never going to be hungry again. You're never going to want to eat ever again.
If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Beat him to death with it, and he's fed for the rest of his life.
Well, no, he's not, because he died hungry.
Not necessarily. It depends how... If you shove it down his throat, choke him on it, and he'll never go hungry again.
Would you rather work really hard at an interesting job or slack off at a boring job?
Slack off at a boring job. I'd totally take a job at the seed firm.
At the what? Seed farm?
Have a seed firm.
Oh, God, yeah.
45k in a van.
Yes, light duties.
Yeah.
45k. Fucking sign me up.
Yeah, I'll do that. No
Nana's,
trouble.
Nana's cottage. You kidding me?
I saw
I just have to tolerate Sophie, never have to touch her.
someone suggesting that Ian was psychic because they couldn't recall Mark actually mentioning the van and that it only existed in his mind at the point. But the consensus was that it must have been discussed off screen between them.
What are you talking about?
When Mark counters with counter proposal is 50k and an extension on Nana's cottage, right? The Ian says 45 and the van, but the van hasn't been mentioned on screen, on like other than inside Mark's head as a the thing that he's thinking at that point. So
What is he thinking?
well, he's just talking about wanting a van or running around in a van or whatever. I can't remember the exact because I've not seen it recently. But point is, as far as we're aware, as far as we've been shown, he's only ever thought about the van. They've not discussed the van. So when Ian mentions the van, someone took that to mean that Ian's a mind reader.
Maybe he's a very, very, very good judge of character or got very lucky. I'd rather work hard in an interesting job, I think. Which is what I do. Ha! Would you rather get married at 20 or get married at 50?
Ooh. 50.
What age were you engaged at?
Would have been 2017, so about 23, 24.
You sure?
Why?
That doesn't matter.
What?
No, I just got my.
It was 2017, 2018, so...
I may have misremembered. I probably misremembered. Well, it doesn't really specify. I suppose 50.
My engagement, of course, was a moot point. Anyway, because, you know, it didn't happen, did it, in the end?
Would you rather be ugly and marry a good-looking person, or be good-looking and marry an ugly person?
See, the thing is, I'm not really in a position to get married at this point with my very good-looking partner, so I suppose I don't need to really answer that one.
I don't really care for the question.
Okay. Fair enough.
Would
Do
you
I get to pick the good-looking person or the ugly person?
No.
I tell you what, Ben. Why don't we get married and then argue about who's who for the rest of our lives?
Would you rather remember everything you've ever read, or remember every conversation you've ever had?
Oh God. Does that include text conversations?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have just decided.
Because I suppose that way that applies to both, doesn't it?
Either way.
Yeah. See, there are things that I have read that I wish I could forget. There are not very many conversations I've had that I would like to forget.
What about ours?
No, I mean, I wouldn't like to forget them. I just do. It just happens. I forget them, like as standard, unless they're written down, because then I can refer back to them. I can find them and punish you for contradicting yourself or for forgetting something that's been said or whatever. As I often do. Well, not so much lately, actually. I've not had much call for
No.
it. You've gotten better.
I thank you, you patronising arsehole.
Take the compliments while you get them, Ben.
I think that's the easy one. I think I'd rather remember everything I've read. I've got a lot of books, and my memory's not as great as it. Well, it's just not great.
It's not, is it? You'd finally be able to remember our fucking conversations.
More's the pity.
You could stop. It'd make quiz shows a lot easier, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd read a shit ton of general knowledge books, and just ace a load of quizzes. Yeah. Would you rather wear winter clothes all year or wear summer clothes all year?
Summer clothes. I don't mind walking around in the snow in shorts or whatever,
Yeah,
but
summer clothes. I don't want to wear a fucking duffel coat in July.
no, not happening.
Oh, I'd cycle back to be a cow or be a chicken. Would you rather
Oh
commit a
shit!
crime? Ah,
I thought the bar was a.
ra- rather commit a crime, serve time, and have a clear conscience, or commit a crime, be on the run, be scared of getting caught, and have a guilty conscience.
Oh, depends on the crime.
Random crime generator. Federal crimes generator. Counterintelligence crimes. You're going down for a while, Sonny. What do I get? Retaliating against a federal judge by false claim or slander of title.
Oh, I mean
My
that's
God, I'm
bullshit.
settling mood.
That is, isn't it? That's a bullshit crime. Why do I get a serious one and you get a fucking joke?
Oh, okay. The next one's pretty rough, so let's skip that. Environmental scheme crimes. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather get caught and have a clear. I don't think I could.
Depending on what
I'd
prison
just
it
be
is, I'd probably get a lot of time to just, sort some shit out. You get.
scared, and I wouldn't be able to concentrate or live.
We were talking before, weren't we, about how I've been after some cock lately?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Even after what?
after some cock.
Oh,
So, lock me up. Go for it. Job done. Two birds, one stone.
would you rather have lots of money or have lots of good friends?
Money.
Money. I already have enough friends.
I don't
But of course,
need
if you
many.
had lot, it's like that thing where would you rather have some idiot tweeted? Would you rather have 50 million or 50 million close friends? It's like 50 million close friends because then I asked them for £2 each. You dummy.
Yeah, but you know, they're not all.
Bloody dummy.
How many times can you do that before?
Well, you only need to do it once.
No, but if you can get away with it once, you'll do it again.
No, you won't.
You would.
I won't.
You would, because
Well, I
they
have
wouldn't. They
impulse
wouldn't.
control.
They would. Oh, at least you do. I think we have made a mistake here.
What do you mean we?
But you haven't stopped me.
Would you rather talk to animals or read people's minds?
Animals. No, mines. No, animals.
Well,
It depends. What's the
I'd
parameters of
rather
being able
read.
to read the minds? Like, do I have to all the time, or can I control it?
You can control it.
Do I have to be
Just
touching
to
them, or just within range?
You have to be within range.
Can I
You
speak
look
in
at
their
them and
mind, or can I just read it?
you read it. What did you hear the question?
I'm just. I'm
Read
just.
people's
I'm
minds,
just
not implant
establishing.
thoughts.
I'm just establishing the situation. Very importantly, do I have to actually read it, or do I hear it in their voice in my head?
You hear it in their voice in your head.
It's not like,
like
a.
you
It's
know.
not like subtitles or anything.
No, it's
Okay.
like classic telepathy.
That's fine. I'm just.
Like Heroes. It's Matt Parkman from Heroes, apart from all the other stuff. He looks at them, he squints a bit, he hears their thoughts, and it's always coherent. It's not a garbled, gibberish mess.
Good God, it would have made interrogating him a lot easier in LA Noire.
Yeah, I'd rather read people's minds. I'll tell you for why. Just because I can talk to animals, I don't mean shit. What am I going to do with that?
They might not want to talk to you. I can already
Yeah, they
talk
might.
to animals. I just can't understand what they say back to me. Hey Elijah, how are you doing? See, I've just talked to an animal.
Yeah, he wouldn't. Well, yeah, we can all do that. Yeah, if I could control animals, I think I'd probably do that. Maybe, I don't know.
I think reading minds is better. Imagine how much fun you could have with that. In particular, well, I mean, imagine how easy it would be to do dating.
True, but it will also you could also cheat at a lot of things, couldn't you? Poker.
Yeah.
You'd nobody would ever really be able to lie to you again.
Which is not necessarily a good thing for you. You wouldn't be able to read my mind right now.
No, I wouldn't.
You don't know what I'm thinking.
I don't really care.
Oh, you don't want to have a little guess? I'll take that as a no. You don't want to have a little guess. For what it's worth, I was trying to think of something that I thought you would guess.
Would you rather?
This is like being on a road trip with an annoying, like, young child. Do you remember Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction?
Yeah.
Do you remember the compilations of silly little questions that Jonathan Frakes would ask?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone a wandering under a clear blue sky? Have you ever flown a kite at night? Do you know what? Have you ever had that feeling of deja vu? Can you hold this ladder for me? Have you ever had this feeling of deja vu? You know, little shit like that. I saw someone, it looked a bit like Jonathan Frakes doing a piss take of one on TikTok the other day, and he was just in his car in different positions in his car asking his questions, and one of them was like, "Is it hot in here?" It's just silly little things. I fucking love it. It's brilliant.
I'm watching it now. He's a character. I like it.
With over Jonathan Frakes ones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the one that I saw, because you'll be amused. It's only a minute long.
Okay.
No, you just sat through that one. I'm sending you this other one, which.
I know, but that was 30 seconds.
Okay, but it's only. Oh yeah, sorry, because it's
Well,
such a big deal.
Get on with it then. Come on.
Hey, I'm sending it. It takes a bit of a time because I'm also streaming this to you and I'm recording it. You got to be patient, boy. Patience. There you go.
All right, suffer through this.
See, that was mildly amusing, wasn't it? Worth a minute of your time. Worth a minute of anyone's time.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Would you rather?
You would absolutely just argue for the sake of arguing. I know that.
Would I?
Yes, you absolutely would.
Yeah, it was fine. You
We're on
die
the
in
final.
20 years
We're on the final stint.
with no. Okay, would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live to 100 with lots of regrets?
Die in 20 with no.
Yeah.
And I won't regret that decision either.
No.
So, like, it'll be fine. Win-win scenario. Oh, I sure regret not picking 20 years. Because I don't want to live to 130. Who do they think I am? The Great Took?
Die of 100. Die at 100. Would you rather be in the history books for something terrible or be completely forgotten about after you die?
Oh, something terrible.
Yeah. The phantom bum pincher. Exposed.
How did he steal all those bottoms? We never should have let him get
never
that
know.
job in that cosmetic surgery place.
Yes, they just found him with bottoms all over his walls. He was hanging his coat from them. Would you rather travel the world for free for a year, or have 50 grand to spend on yourself, however you please?
Hmm. And you see, the world is a very dangerous place.
I'm gonna say your job is kept safe for you.
Okay.
So you basically take a year out, travel the world, come back, pick up as you left off.
Well, who says I want to come back to where I left off? Maybe I'll take that time to become a travel blogger. Thursday, 12th July. Ate a bagel in München. Boy, did I enjoy München that bagel.
And that's the terrible thing you're in the history books for.
Right, you know, I could have made a dirty joke, but I didn't. So, you're welcome. Praise me for not being a pervert.
I think I'd rather have the 50.
You reckon?
Yeah. What am I gonna? I mean, I could travel the world for free for a year, but how many places do I really want to go to?
Well, you know, travel the world doesn't mean specify you have to keep moving. You could spend a month in fucking Taiwan if you want, or...
I know I could spend, you know, a load of time in the Maldives again.
Phileas Fogg did it in 80 days. Well, 79, technically. You got plenty of time.
Would you rather be alone all your life or surrounded by really annoying people?
I'm always surrounded by really annoying people.
Really annoying people.
I'm already surrounded by really annoying people.
I'd rather be alone.
Yeah, I would. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Did you see that vehicle malfunction? It's taken a bit too much damage. The lights turned off for a second. But it is quite badly damaged, to be fair. It's 41% truck damage, 14% trailer damage, 1% cargo damage.
Would you rather be beautiful but stupid, or attractive but genius? Or unattractive but genius, sorry.
I'm already unattractive and stupid, so I've got the bum end of both deals there. No, I think I'd rather be attractive and stupid. People can overlook stupid.
It's such an easy life, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't have to be. I would gladly be Derek Zoolander.
Gladly be who? Sorry.
Derek Zoolander.
I think stupid people have it easier.
Yeah, less stress. Ignorance is bliss.
It's hard being clever.
I'm surprised you'd know.
I do. My therapist said I am.
Oh well, it must be true. This person that you're paying to help make you feel better couldn't possibly be lying to you.
No, he wouldn't.
No, I know. He's going to be being honest with you, but just the irony.
He's a professional. Takes it seriously. Yeah.
The irony that someone that you are paying to help you feel better wouldn't possibly.
He said it without even batting an eye. I said sometimes I feel like I'm dumbing myself down, and he went, "Well, yes, that's natural for above average intelligence people."
Mm.
And I've never been so happy in my life.
Wow, if that's a benchmark,
qualified professional.
If that's a benchmark by which you question whether, which you measure all the things I say to you against, then no wonder you think I never compliment you.
Would you rather win the lottery but have to spend it all in one day, or triple your current salary forever?
Triple my current salary?
Yeah.
Triple my current. Yeah, I'd be very comfortable.
If I won the lottery, how much would I win?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because you can win the lottery, but only get 2-3 numbers right.
You know, if we say...
You'd have to get the jackpot for it to be worth it, and a lot of people...
if we say 10 million, you have to buy a load of houses, buy a load of stock. Does that count as spending it if you buy stock?
I'd say so. But the trouble is, how long does it take for the deal to go through? Because if I buy... every Monday I invest a little bit. Sorry, every Monday and every Friday I invest a little bit in various funds, but I don't actually get the product. The money doesn't leave me until 2 days later.
What do you invest in?
I invest in Reddit, and then there's some relatively low risk stocks and bonds thing that I do through Plum. I do them both through Plum. Reddit's actually done quite well so far. It's a shame I couldn't churn a bit more into it. I'm up like
Huh.
16%.
Oh, lovely.
And I've put about 100.
Um,
I've put about 100 quid in so far. Cause I do 10 quid a week, right? And I'm up.
Jesus.
I'm up 116 quid. No, I'm up 16 quid. Sorry, which isn't a massive amount, but it's more than nothing, isn't it?
I think I'd rather triple my salary.
I think I'd triple
It
mine.
would mean it would mean I have to start paying off my student loan,
Hmm.
but it would mean I'm paying more taxes. But it would mean on the whole I'm just bringing in more money and
I thought you did do ancient
yeah.
history in university.
What?
I thought you did do ancient history in university.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Just say no. I did such and such.
I know it's a peep show reference, but why are you making it?
Well, it's all ancient history now, isn't it?
Why are you making it?
Because we never talk about university, and you know.
You never went.
I know exactly. I never went because I didn't get the grades for it, and it wouldn't have really been me, would it? Let's be
Oh,
honest.
here we go. I remember ages ago you said, rather patronisingly, out of the two of us, who do you think would have attended university?
I don't remember that conversation.
I do.
Oh, are you sure it was definitely us two? Because you know.
Yes,
Okay, fair enough.
I do.
I don't remember that conversation, but to be honest with you,
Well,
as I already said earlier tonight, and I do remember this bit, I don't always remember our conversations
Well, I
unless
do.
they're written down. So,
I do. Fortune or fame?
fortune.
Yeah.
Guarantee we've not heard of most of the richest people on the planet.
Oh. Would you rather find your soulmate or your calling?
Calling. I don't believe in a soulmate.
Soulmate.
What if your soulmate is the calling?
Then I win.
Okay.
Would you rather steal Duchess Meghan or Duchess Kate style?
Fashion style.
Yeah.
Megan.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about fashion. I don't know much about what they wear, but I mean, her style was enough to help and convince Harry to, basically quit. So must be something good about it.
I'd argue that was a long time coming. But...
Well, I bet he spends a long time. No, hang on. Next. See, I stopped myself doing the dirty joke. Why aren't you praising me for this? Where's the appreciation for the fact there's the sacrifice I've made here?
Oh god, he's not. You're not gonna like this. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Go on, get it done.
No, I'm not gonna
Get
say
it done.
No.
Fine.
Well, it's a shit question, Rick. Would you rather get hit on by someone 20 years older than you, or someone 20 years younger than you?
Older.
Well, yeah.
No brainer.
Because if you're younger than 30, what?
38 really is for safety
38,
purposes. Because a 16 and a
40.
36-year-old is a bit awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit. Yeah.
I've got a thing for older women anyway.
I know.
Okay. Fair enough.
Would you rather marry the most attractive person you've ever met or the best cook you've ever met? See,
Like-
that's a bit of a dodgy question, because what if the best cook you've ever met is your aunt or your nan?
Just like Mother used to make. Thanks again, Mum. No, the most attractive person, I think.
Safe bet. I don't think I've ever met a good cook.
Because here's the thing: the best cook I've ever met doesn't necessarily mean that I've tasted their cooking. It just means I've met someone who is the best cook.
Somebody you work with.
It could be. That'd be a bit awkward, wouldn't it?
A random person in the office who happens to be really, really good.
Yeah, really fucking good at cooking.
1 million now or 5,000 a week for the rest of your life?
Hang on. 5,000 a week.
Yeah, do the maths. Come on.
I'm driving. I need to do 200 weeks. to make 1 million, which is just over 4 years. So I'd go with that.
1 million it is.
No,
No, obviously 5,000 a week for the rest of your life is a better deal.
yeah. Unless I
That's
die
20
within the
grand a
next
month.
4 years, I'm
20 grand a month.
What day of the week do I get the money?
You get to choose.
Monday it is. No, Friday, because then I have a really expensive weekend and then live in poverty for the next few days.
How would you still be doing that?
Well,
You might do that initially, but I think eventually you'd grow tired of it, wouldn't you?
yeah. I mean,
Doing
the money
like that.
the money that goes into my savings comes out on a Monday, so it's best to do it on a Friday anyway.
I don't think you'd be able to keep up with it.
No,
That
probably
sort of
not.
lifestyle.
No, probably not. I
Would you
wouldn't
rather
last
be
4 years.
Would you rather be able to erase your own memories or somebody
Mine,
else's memories?
mine.
Yeah, you poor,
The
poor
only
bastard.
useful application of the other is crime, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. And I don't want to think about the
Yeah,
sorts of crimes that you have to commit for it to be worth doing. So my own memory,
yeah.
so I can get rid of the
Or
shit I don't want to remember.
you could help people. I could choose to erase other. I don't think I'd choose to erase my memories, even though I've got ones that make me cringe and bad ones. Not as bad as yours, obviously, but I think I would keep those. I think I'd choose to erase somebody else's, and I'd help people like you who've got fucked up things knocking about in their
See, here's the
heads.
thing. Here's the thing, right? I worry that potentially erasing those sorts of things would actually be more harmful for some people. But it's not the sort of thing that you'd know until it had happened. My understanding of these sorts of situations is that you need to learn to grow and live with it, and that is the best outcome for you. Just forgetting it doesn't really fix the problem; it just hides it.
No, if you forget it, you're no longer affected by it. If I've gone through this really traumatic experience, well, I'm wiping that traumatic experience from my memory.
Have you ever
Therefore,
seen?
essentially, it never happened.
Have you ever seen the film Memento?
No.
So the general gist is that this bloke's got short-term memory loss, and his wife's dead, and he's trying to find the killer. But he can't really remember an awful lot, so he has to keep leaving notes for himself. It's like if Fifty
I
First
might
Dates
have
was a
done, but
violent.
I should have said I might have done, but I've forgotten. That's what I should have said. Sorry, go on.
That is what you should say. It's sort of like my understanding of it is that it's basically 51st Dates, but with a sort of murder mystery, violent plot to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like he's forgotten all, but it still affects him. It still dictates his life because he's put himself in a situation where it does. You would have to erase the fact that they've had a memory erased, or else it would bother them, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Also, I've seen Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, and it all just comes full circle because they live to make the same mistakes they've made again because they've erased the memory of the mistakes that they made in the first place. Which is, history repeats itself. People are doomed to the same failures if they don't learn from them. Are you regretting that question? Because you just sort of you're doing that thing where you sort of checked out.
I'm with you. I agree.
Well, so I could do it to myself. No
There's a doggy on the chair. No, I agree. History repeats itself, and no, that's certainly. I think that you've made a valid point about the issues of erasing people's memories, because they might make the same mistake all over again, and I get that. But I still think I could help a lot of people.
You probably could help a lot of people.
Sorry, I saw a video of somebody at the Republican National Convention giving a speech, and then there was a wide shot, and there's a little bulldog sat on a chair beside him, which
So
is interesting.
here you are, happily scrolling through videos on stuff, but you wouldn't watch a 1 minute video relevant to a conversation we were having. Happily, you wouldn't happily watch a 1 minute video about that's relevant to a conversation we were having. I see how it is. You're very selective, you are.
Would you rather give your parents or your boss access to your browser history? And I'm counting that across all of it, including incognito mode.
Yeah, I mean, when you say browser history, do you mean the things that we look at on a browser specifically?
Anything you've looked at online.
Okay.
Anything you have Googled or looked at online. That includes Reddit.
I would say that my... It's probably going to have less
It's so
impact.
obvious, Jordan. Come
It's
on.
going to have less impact if my parents see it.
Well, yes, it's going to be awkward.
But I don't talk to them anyway, so what's it matter?
Yeah, if
We
you did
just
it with
carry
your
on
boss.
not talking. In fact, actually, I've spoken a lot. I've got a few bosses, right? But one of them recently injured their leg, and so hasn't been in the office. But we've spoken a lot lately, like this week in particular, about various things. And she made a point of saying that, we're talking a lot lately, but it sounded like like she didn't really want to at first. And then she said, "No, but not that that's a bad thing. I'm more than happy to talk." And I was like, "Are you sure?" Because I wasn't thinking otherwise. But now you've said it. And mostly, I'm just sort of wish I was seeing you instead of only talking to you because I've not seen you in ages because of your injury. And but gonna be back in the office soon, hopefully. So I don't miss many people after a prolonged gap, but get on quite well with that particular manager. You're going to have that colleague that you sort of you'd start feeding it if they weren't around so much.
Yeah, I've got that in a minute. One of my colleagues is off.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got a few
No.
that I would notice if they or miss if they when they go on annual leave. I miss them.
No!
What?
BBC News alert. Bob
Oh, don't
Newhart's
tell me.
dead.
Oh, fucking spoilers. Is he?
Yeah, Bob Newhart's died at age 94.
Oh, I like Bob Newhart.
Yeah, I mentioned
That was a great reveal in that TV show he did where he woke up and it was this sitcom he was in was a dream that he had in a different sitcom.
they did a joke like that for Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's what it's based on.
Mm.
He was in hang on. Yes, he did the Bob Newhart show and then Newhart. And Newhart he was a bit more fanciful, I think. And it ended with him waking up, and it was his character from the old Bob Newhart show, and he was like, "I had such a crazy dream that we ran an inn in Vermont."
Mm.
Which is funny. It's a good little twist.
And it was all a dream.
What else was he in?
I don't know. I've not seen a lot of stuff with him, to be honest with you.
Legally Blonde 2.
I've not seen Legally Blonde 2. I've not seen most of Legally Blonde 1.
Honourable Bosses. Yeah, he did more television work, I think.
It was 94, to be fair. It was coming.
Yeah, when he was in the Big Bang Theory, he's in Desperate Housewives.
He was Professor Proton, wasn't he, in Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
He died in that, and it was.
Yeah. Oh, he's in the Librarian films.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, he was, wasn't he?
So, as is Carl McLaughlin. I did not know that. I watched the first one when I was very, very little.
I saw Curse of the Judas Chalice, and that's it. And I will maintain the best part of that film is the title sequence. Statement of fact. I don't care what anyone says. Best part of that film. We joked about it when we watched it. It turned out to be true.
Well, apologies to Bob Newhart, who is dead.
Condolences to his family. If he has any. Which I'm assuming he does.
Probably.
You don't get to 94 and not have some family.
Well, I don't know.
I will. No, that's not true because I've got my son. Anyway,
would you rather be forced to live the same day over and over again for a full year, or take 3 years off the end of your life?
It's exactly the same every day for year.
Yeah.
Do I know that?
No, I can't. I guess a random day from like. I don't know, just a random day from a random part of your life.
One day you wake up and it's the same day as
it's
yesterday.
Yeah, or maybe it's tomorrow.
Do
You live tomorrow for a year. Whatever happens tomorrow, you live it.
well. You see, I'd like to hope that if it was a random day, it'd be a day I had off work. There's a roughly one in what would it be? It's not 2 in 7 because of holidays, right?
Well, no, it's more than that. If it's a random day from your life,
Well, yeah, but I mean, if it was to happen now, like some point from now, realistically, it's going to happen whilst I'm working. At a working age, isn't it? So assume it's but because of holidays, it's not quite a 2 in 7 chance of.
well, I think if well, I think you're looking at this the wrong way, man.
Am I?
Well, I suppose do you have to live the same day?
Well, that's
I
the
do
thing.
exactly the same things.
That's the thing. Is it a
There's like a
Groundhog
ground.
Day situation where he has
Well,
the free
yes,
will to
that's what I was
change, or
about to say. Yeah. Yeah. Then I, I sort of interpret it as that. In which case, you do, maybe you go to work, but then
well, you would for the
you
first
know it.
day, maybe the second day
Well,
because you
yeah.
wouldn't realise. But then,
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to end after a year. You just say fuck it and do whatever you want.
but do you know it's going to end after a year?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because I've posed the question to you. You have all the information now.
no, okay. With all the information now, I know it's going to be a year. But in the context of it actually happening, the implication that I know it's going to be a year also suggests that I know when it's going to be. If this was sprung on me, and
Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's the day after you make the choice.
then I'd think I'd take the 3 years off at the end of my
Why?
life because realistically, I don't want to have to live tomorrow again. Tomorrow's going to be a boring day. There's like there's
You can
commitments.
do whatever you want.
No, I'd feel bad breaking all the commitments. Make it
Well,
Saturday.
God, you're a fool.
Make it Saturday.
There's no consequences to breaking these commitments
Okay,
because
but
everything restarts the next day.
also
And
I've
you've got it for a full year, which I interpret as an extra year in your life.
I've got no
Essentially.
money. I'm not got no money, but I'm mostly skin because it's near the end.
Steelers.
Oh, I wouldn't want to. I'd feel bad.
God, you're a wimp.
If I remember what's going on, I'd still feel bad for the murder for the for the stealing.
You're escalated, Jesus.
I'd feel bad about it. 'Cause if I could remember it happened, and that's there's a reason to feel guilt there, isn't there? Even if it is technically consequence free, a victimless crime, the victim would be me and my conscience. And if the afterlife does exist, the only true judge of our character would be whether we feel guilty about stuff, right? Really?
Well, yes, every now and then I have this thought of if I had power to avenge wrongdoings and wreak a terrible justice on my enemies. Could I do that? Will I be able to resist the temptation,
No, probably
knowing it is morally wrong? I know you don't give me a lot of credit in that regard, but I don't know. I think I'd struggle because once you cross that line,
You're not exactly John Wick, are you?
I don't know who that is.
You know who John Wick is. How do you not know who John Wick is?
I don't.
Keanu Reeves' character. Killed Theon Greyjoy a lot because he and a load of his men because they killed his dog. So I've been watching some more Buffy. I'm on season 6 now. It's been a bit slow for a week or so because I've been multitasking other stuff. And the finale for season 5, I could tell right at the bat that it was going to be one of those. It was quite a heavy episode. I already suspected she died at the end of it, right, based on what I knew from the musical episode. And she, the biggest clue that it was a very serious, very heavy episode is that when they did previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, they recapped stuff from the very first episode. You don't do that and at the end of 5 seasons in, unless something big's going to happen, right?
Well, yeah, true.
That's like you're going to kill off the main character in that circumstance, or nearly kill them off, and it's going to seem like it. And they did. They killed her. She died. She was dead at the start of season 6. But guess
Yeah, but
what?
she came back though. It's not hardly counts.
Right, she's died twice now. Not even joking. And they joke about it in one of the songs, which is, "We'll pay the price. It's do or die. Hey, I've died twice." But the thing is, they resurrect her, right? And the ritual to resurrect her gets interrupted by these demons on motorbikes, because why the fuck not, right? And the trouble is, she's brought back to life where her body is. Guess where her body is?
Underground.
6 feet under in a fucking coffin.
That was an oversight.
So they've brought her to life, and she has to claw her own way out of her grave.
Like the bride.
Like the bride, yeah. Although this happened in 2001, 2002, so before?
No, after.
Well, when was Kill Bill? Because I feel like it was 04, I thought.
Kill Bill was 2 or 3, I think.
Oh, well,
Although you may be right.
The episodes.
You are right. 2004, Kill Bill Volume 2 came out. I fucking love Kill Bill. Fucking love it.
So yeah, Buffy did it first.
No, it didn't.
I mean, it did though.
Somebody else would have.
Out of the two, Buffy did it first.
Yes, Buffy did it first.
But yeah, so they. Oh shit! I went the wrong way. So yeah, so she has to claw her way out, and the stupid one realizes that that's what happened. Because of course, and they're all feeling really guilty about the fact that she had to claw her way out of her grave. It's like, oh no, what did we do? We're such monsters. And wait till they find out that they dragged her out of heaven.
Gosh.
I know. There's this whole thing about how she can't tell them that she's been dragged out of heaven because they couldn't deal with her.
Well, she'll probably go back up there, won't she?
No, who knows? Who fucking knows? So yeah, anyway, I've been watching that. Nearly the end of season. No, I'd say nearly the end of season 6. I've started season 6. I understand that in this season, some nerds all clubbed together to try and stop Buffy because they don't like her for some reason, even though she saved all their lives at some point. Stop one of them killing himself in a school tower with a rifle.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's a bit messy.
Well, it would have been even messier if she let him blow his brains out. Who'd clean up the chunks? We've got just a few minutes left of this job, Ben. So I propose that we start wrapping up. Have you got a nice quick question now, or?
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 250.
1, 2, 4.
Would you rather celebrate the 4th of July with Taylor Swift or Christmas with Mariah Carey?
4th of July, Taylor Swift. No brainer.
Christmas, Mariah Carey.
Why?
Because I think her friends are more tolerable.
You reckon?
Yeah, I don't want to be surrounded. I mean, Taylor Swift strikes me as a bit of a bitch.
Okay, but given Taylor Swift's dating history,
it's like how she was at a concert where she some random, I think it was a TikToker. He was probably quite successful, sat next to her, and she had the security team move her because she wanted to sit next to somebody else. I don't like her.
Okay, but given Taylor Swift's dating history, there's a very, very small but very possible chance that you'd end up dating her for a while.
And then she writes a horrible song about me.
That's fine. I can live with that. I can live with that. She can steal my scarf, or I'll steal her scarf, or whatever fucking happened, till the cows come up. I don't give a fuck. We don't have to ever get back together. just want to be able to say it happened. For a brief period of time, we were dating. That'd be my claim to fame. I don't give a fuck. I don't need a lot from life, really. 69 hours and 6 minutes.
Where's the lady?
I don't know. Bear with. We've got 2 skill points to sort out, so... let's do eco drive. No, not eco driving. High value. Do 2 of them. Where is the lady? Career, no, company, driver manager. She is. Oh, Rotterdam at the moment, I guess. No, she's on her way from Manchester to Rotterdam with some boric acid. Can we see her on the map? I wonder.
You're going to dissolve a body.
Map view. She's over there right now.
Alright. Well,
We're in Rotterdam.
sober.
I just want to double check something quickly. Truck dealers. Can we? No. No, used trucks. I just want to see what trucks are available, because if there's any decent trucks available that we can buy, we could get a second driver right now.
Can we get another one?
We could do it if we want to.
What are our options? Who have we got?
Well, we need to get the truck for them first. So I want to spend 78 on this truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Purchase it. Take it to Rotterdam. There we go. Okay, so our options for agencies, we'll just hire a driver, are these 3 people. Ronald R.
Looks like Mike's still class there.
Yusuf B.
So the top left is the internet movie critic.
Mm-hmm.
Next to him is school shooter.
Down here is...
And,
why do I feel
regular
like
Armenian guy.
Yeah. He's the cheapest.
Well, I know who I'm plumping for. I'm all for regular Armenian guy. I think you need to
Yusuf.
hand. Yeah.
Okay. We'll hire him. We'll base him in the Netherlands. We'll give him his truck. I just want to make sure that's worked. And then...
Oh my god, it's
yeah, there we go. We have got 2 drivers. What's his... We want him to do eco driving first. Or do we want long... No, we want eco driving then long distance. Because once I've got eco driving, that costs us less for fuel. Right? And then we'll start getting him to do the really long deliveries. So we make a load of money off him that way. That's how it works. That's how you do it, Ben. Over the last 7 days, we made 167 grand.
lovely.
And it's only gonna go up now, boys. Because if we look at our career progress, we've our delivery log. Look at this. Look at all this money we've been making.
Is there a point to this?
No,
Like,
not really.
Do you invest it in housing, or
Nope.
do you? No, it's just grinding,
Yeah.
making money,
Just doing it for the laughs.
expanding the empire.
Yeah, basically. There is no point. The point is for the constant increase of cash flow and employee servitude. We could buy another garage at some point. What? We haven't seen any that we can see, but there is the option to. It's all good fun, Ben. That's what it is. Oh, and we've travelled on 7.26% of the map.
It's all right, isn't it? Sort of.
Yeah, I'd say so. We've done 12.6% of the UK, nearly 11.5% of Switzerland, nearly 16% of Sweden. So that's our goal, is to do the whole map at some point. We've done nearly a third of the Netherlands, look. And we have done a third of the Czech Republic. Ain't that cool?
Yeah.
Look at all that orange up here, at least.
Yeah. Very good.
All these places we could go to. Istanbul, not Constantinople, because it's Istanbul.
Yeah, very good.
So yeah, something to consider. That is a goal to do. But that's it for today, because it is we're coming up to an hour and 15 minutes. There's no point in starting a new job. So thank you for joining us, if you did, which you didn't. And you going to say anything, Ben, before we go?
No.
All right, then. See you next week, everyone. Goodbye. You're not going to say bye?
Bye.
Okay, bye.